In the heart of Yorkshire, our health service is hard at work.
Emergency department, Barnsley Hospital.
Just relax, mate.
A dedicated team
Stop making me laugh.
working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Look forward for me.
Trainee coming through.
Ready for anything
I think I've just about got it cracked, this job.
and everything.
Everybody clear?
Any pain at all?
No. Still alive, still alive.
Well, you're stuck with me now.
Wow.
Hello. Lucky you well.
Facing life
We're back from the moon.
and death. Trauma
Are you going through it out?
and tears.
I'm not.
Supporting each other through the toughest shifts.
God help me today.
I'm not coming on, pretend it's lovely and warm.
Is this cut then? Is it like this big or is it like this big?
It's big.
Buckingham Palace one day, Barnsley Hospital next.
Oh, lovely.
It's like champagne.
This is Barnsley Casualty 24/7.
God bless the NHS.
On shift tonight, consultant Dr. Laura Buxton.
What I'm going to do is get you to stretch both hands out in front of you.
Advanced clinical practitioner Ben.
Still got pain, Stephen?
And registrar Helen Mercer.
It does.
Hurts, she says laughing.
So, get ready to share a shift with the team at Barnsley Casualty. It's the start of the summer and a heat wave has hit Barnsley. Healthcare assistant Shane has just started his shift and temperatures are already on the rise.
It's only 9 o'clock and it's absolutely boiling. In this room alone, it's 29.6 degrees at the minute. That's just in this room, so it'll go up as day goes on, yeah, today, definitely. But yeah, it's a bit warm in here at the minute. They said it's going to reach 28 to 29 today, so had a few more degrees on in here as well, so.
For Sister Rachel, who's running the shift, it only adds to the pressures of the day.
We've got 68 patients in the department. It's a very hot, warm, stuffy department because we're in the middle of a heat wave at the moment, which isn't helping. And then in the last hour, we've had about 25 patients book in, so it's starting to get very busy.
And it's about to get even busier. Paramedics are bringing in a 65-year-old female who they suspect is having a stroke. Nurse Becky takes the handover.
What we do know is, this morning at 9:30, she got and had sudden onset of central chest pain, saying she couldn't breathe, she couldn't even speak in full sentences, it was literally one-word answers. Notices right side of her face was it bruised, but that's normal for her Bell's palsy. She's been unable to recall that she'd been to Slimming World at all, which is a shame because she's had a good week.
Teresa and husband David are taken to cubicle 9, where physician associate Wayne has noticed her sudden deterioration.
Any pain in your chest at all? So what happened today?
Well, she went to Slimming World this morning and I got a phone call saying come down because she's not well.
I need to. I'm going to pass that. Let's get a bit more else sorted.
Because of Teresa's chest pain, Wayne does an urgent ECG to check her heart.
Have we taken any blood yet?
I don't think so.
I think the nurse, I only popped in because I saw you were obviously becoming a little bit unwell. So I shall see where they've got to in terms of assessing it.
With Teresa's condition becoming worse by the minute, the team needs to work out what is causing her to feel so unwell. The Barnsley heatwave is proving a challenge for the staff inside the casualty department.
I think the room temperature in the hub's reading like 30 degrees or something. It's hot, it's stuffy, it's not pleasant. And unfortunately we're doing everything we can. We're just blowing warm air around the department and they need fresh air. It used to be we had busy winter months and then in the summer things settled down, calmed down. The pressure on beds wasn't as much as it was in the winter. Now it's all year round.
But healthcare assistant Shane is looking on the bright side.
On Office Day here last year, there was an ice cream van that came and we got got free ice cream. Which is good. One perfect job, I suppose. I've been for a treat today.
Not quite yet though, as the next emergency patient is on the way.
Hello, Barnsley.
Advanced clinical practitioner Ben takes the call.
64-year-old male, yep. With angina.
"64-year-old Stephen was found unresponsive by his wife.
Stephen, have you still got pain?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a little bit.
What's the hurt in my left arm and one?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no allergies. Yeah, some blood's okay.
Stephen could be having a heart attack, so he's taken straight to high dependency cubicle 2,
Waiting on what decision what to make.
where he's immediately seen by clinical practitioner Ben.
Hey, Steve, my name's Ben, sir. I'm one of advanced nurse practitioners. How's been going off this morning?
Got pain in my chest.
Yeah.
Went down my arm. About 5 minutes. I don't know what happened then. Wife says I was unresponsive.
Okay.
And I've been dizzy and sick.
No worries. How's your pain going now?
Still got a bit of pain in the left eye. It just went into the centre of my chest.
Yeah.
Then. Got a stabbing pain here that was just one.
Patient who comes in with chest pain, the initial thought is, have they had a heart attack? So that's why we're doing ECG initially to see if they've got any ECG changes. Have you had a heart attack? And have you got pacemaker in it? You've not got
I
pacemaker?
had a double bypass
All right.
in 2010.
Okay. Not had a heart attack?
No.
Then just
No, I've never had a heart attack. They found
blockages?
3 blockages.
Yeah.
Went into Sheffield and bypassed 2 of them.
Yeah.
One was a small one at the back of my heart.
Yeah.
At the left.
Yeah.
It's coming back now.
With a history of heart problems and his chest pain increasing, Stephen could be at risk of a cardiac arrest.
Right, I'll be back in a short while with some pain relief, Jason. Thank you very much. I think it's probably had an heart attack, but it sounds like an heart attack. He's either got angina or he's having an heart attack.
Oh. Oh. Oh, dear me.
It's cracking the flags in Barnsley today, as the town enjoys some unusually warm weather. But for Stephen in high dependency 2, it's a very different story.
You still got pain, Stephen?
It's not bad now.
Not bad. Is that similar to what happened in ambulance?
A bit worse.
A bit worse.
He's been brought in with serious chest pains. Clinical practitioner Ben immediately takes bloods to quickly diagnose if Stephen is having a heart attack.
You need 3 things for an heart attack normally: pain, ECG changes, or troponin rise. So he's got pain, he hasn't got ECG changes, so we have to wait on the troponin. And that gets picked up on the blood test, and then we can look at if that's caused a heart attack, basically. So we'll wait to see what troponin is. That's the next step. And we'll get him out for an X-ray as well.
But before he's taken to X-ray, the team needs to stabilise his pain. Nurse Olivia is in charge of medication.
Have you had IV morphine before?
Yeah, 12 years ago.
A long time ago. Alright. Sometimes it can make you feel a little bit dizzy, so we tend to give you it in small amounts, alright? And then this is just some morphine now, alright? Feeling alright?
I feel good today.
So that blood pressure is a little bit low. Alright, so we're going to get you some fluids to get it up, okay?
Stephen's plummeting blood pressure is a sign that blood flow to his heart might be blocked. He could be mid-heart attack. In the hub, Sister Rachel is only an hour into her shift, and she's already at melting point.
So I'm trying to keep flow through the department. When it's hot and everyone's hot and bothered, it's not always easy. Unfortunately, when you've got a situation where we're waiting for patients to be discharged from wards to create beds so we can move patients out of A&E, it slows us down, it slows the flow out. So we soon become a bit congested. And being congested in a very hot department is far from ideal.
Can I just show you as well, in that fishbowl, it's 31 degrees heat.
Yeah, I'm just so sweaty I feel icky. Right.
Teresa's been rushed into cubicle 9 with symptoms of a stroke.
Thank you.
So I got into swimming well, and then I just couldn't breathe. And before I know it, it just kept getting worse and worse, and I just couldn't talk.
Yeah, that big woman phoned ambulance and all that.
Oh?
And a big lady.
We're all big ladies.
I know, but... yeah.
In charge of her care is consultant Dr. Laura Buxton.
So, it says in my notes that you've been confused, more confused than normal. Does that fit with how you feel?
When I got very tired.
Can you remember back to when you got up this morning and how you felt?
I was breathless all morning. It weren't normal, do you know what I mean? Really breathless all morning.
Can you see my face normally?
Yeah, and it's a bit blurred, but yes.
Is it?
Dr. Buxton quickly assesses Teresa for any signs that she could be having a stroke.
What I'm going to do is get you to stretch both hands out in front of you and keep them up. Shut your eyes. Good, and I'm going to push on them and you're going to keep them up, okay? Good. Can you lift this leg up? Up strong. Good, and this one. Good. You've got weakness in your right arm and in your right leg. And I just think that there's a possibility it might be a stroke. So I'm going to get a brain scan, see where that takes us, and I'll get one of the stroke nurses to come and have a look at you. Okay. It's just a little bit of an unusual presentation for somebody who might have had a stroke. She does present with a mixed picture of confusion. She's got quite a complicated past medical history. So it's not a typical case of a straightforward stroke.
If Teresa is having a stroke, she'll need treatment straight away to limit any damage to her brain. Temperatures are on the rise outside, and so are the number of ambulance arrivals. In paediatrics, broken bones are the order of the day. Nurse Ellie is attending to 11-year-old Alana, who's injured herself while playing at school.
What happened to her? She just slipped off a log at the playground.
Yeah, okay.
Landed on her arm. Pulled her arm because it was quite out of shape. Just put it in splints. Okay. We tried it with Calpol, she spat it back out. So she just had some gas and air.
Yeah, fine.
While she's done that. She's been really great.
Oh, you superstar.
Yeah.
Alana might have badly broken her arm, so she's taken for immediate assessment.
An hour. Yeah.
what we will do, shall we keep you in here while we get you that medicine?
Yeah.
And then we'll get you in there.
Somebody hold this for me.
So, if you're alright to hold that there, Mum, I'm going to get some
Please.
pillows.
Ow.
Alright, I'm here. Come on.
Here to help comfort her is Mum Lisa.
It's okay. It's okay, promise.
I don't like it.
There you go. It's just so it can rest a little bit.
Please.
And then we're going to get you some medicine, okay? I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. I was on like a log thing and then I was talking to these people and I fell off of it and I broke my arm.
Scared me to death.
Alana is struggling with the pain, so Nurse Ellie brings some strong medication to help.
Are you ready? Yeah. So, tell me when you're going to do a big breath. Breathe in for me. Are you ready to breathe out? Ready? Good girl. Put that in a second. There we go. Awesome stuff.
Because the slightest movement causes Alana agony, her arm needs to be put into a plaster before she can have an x-ray.
They can't do it unless I move out of the way. We need to get you onto the bed, alright? So I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it.
Be careful.
I'm gonna,
We're going to do it super careful.
I've got it, okay? I've got it. Don't move it, Alana. Right, shuffle your bum forwards really slowly.
As slow as you like. There's no rush
Really
here.
slowly. There you go. Yeah. Right. Onto the bed for me.
Nice and slow.
Right, sit back a bit. Lean back. Lean back.
Please don't let go.
I'm not going to let go. Come here.
Do it careful, please.
We're going to. There we go.
Right up with it.
We don't want to pull it off, do we? I know it does, I know. It won't hurt once we've got this on. It's going to feel loads better because it's just going to support your arm a bit for you, okay? How does that feel? Better? Well done, sorted. Well done.
Finally, she's taken to x-ray to find out the extent of the damage and if she'll need surgery to repair it. The hot weather is causing issues in the casualty department, and now Sister Vicky has another concern.
So currently in this area, in this assessment area, the temperature is 31.9, so it's rather hot. We've got a Omnicell at back where we store our drugs, so we've got to start and wonder whether the temperature is going to affect what kind of drugs that we've got in there. Obviously, the heat for the staff, they can't work in heat like this. Don't shut that. It's nearly 32 degrees in here. Yeah, sorry to bother you, it's Vicky, one of the sisters in ED. I've just got a bit of an issue down in our goldfish bowl assessment area. Our temperature's 31.9 down here. I know, and obviously we've got his Omnicell and his, all his drugs in this room as well, so obviously we're just a bit concerned. Yeah. Lovely, thank you so much for that. Thank you, bye-bye, bye. Oh, sorted. It's going down as a priority, so they should be coming down pretty soon. If the expiry date's after August, we have to take them out and discard them appropriately. And then obviously if it's still over 30 degrees tomorrow, then obviously we've got to phone them back and probably we'll have to remove everything else.
In high dependency 2, Stephen's blood pressure has dropped and his pain has returned. Nurse Olivia brings some emergency fluids.
I've grabbed the fluids now, Stephen, okay. It's quite common with the side effects of morphine if your blood pressure to drop like that. That blood pressure's come right up now. Okay.
Stephen's blood pressure did drop. As a result, we give him fluids and it's come back up now. So he dropped colour, but he's absolutely fine now.
Now that Stephen's condition is more stable, he's taken for a chest x-ray.
Take a deep breath in, please. Hold your breath. Breathe normally.
He's also had blood tests, so he's taken back to his cubicle to await the results.
That's the x-ray. Everything's absolutely fine on it, so I'm not concerned from our point of view at the moment for the x-ray, so yeah. Just medical bed nurse.
Clinical practitioner Ben delivers the results.
So, good news, your first blood test, it's not indicative that you've had a heart attack today.
we'll probably treat it as angina type pain. All right, it's probably to do with that artery what you've got back your heart, what's causing a bit of blockage and causing pain, I think, personally. So what we'll do is we'll get you a bed sorted out for upstairs, we'll keep you on monitor, and we'll get medics to have a look at you and see cardiology team while you're here. All right.
Stephen was transferred to the cardiology ward, where his condition was stabilised. He was allowed home the following day. Back in the hub, the 30-degree heat is having a huge impact on Sister Vicky's shift.
Well, this heat wave that we're having at the moment is having a big effect on the department as a whole. Obviously, as treatment room, as medication stock, because all areas use that Omnicell, so and if we lose medicines out of there, it could have an impact on all areas of the department.
With so many people outside enjoying the weather, there's been an influx of patients with breaks and scrapes. One who's waiting for urgent treatment is 76-year-old Jennifer. With her is son Darren.
They're good here anyway, aren't they? The seat here.
They are. A good job, isn't it? Stunt woman.
Oh dear.
My mum's been shopping and she's tripped over a curbstone, fell onto her hand and it's badly fractured her wrist. It's a lovely thing that Barnsley people have got that kind of stoic reputation, haven't they? They just crack on and don't moan and that. But I think sometimes they don't let on sometimes how much pain they are in and that things.
Jennifer is transferred to Resus, where she can be carefully monitored, whilst her arm is reset into place.
What they fetch me here for?
This is where they're going to do it.
Do what?
Reset your arm.
Oh dear. Will it hurt?
No.
In charge of the procedure is Dr. Helen Mercer.
Hello.
Hiya.
How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
What we need to do first is pop the little cannula, that little needle in the back of this hand, and another cannula in this arm.
Jennifer has been given an analgesic inhaler to help manage the pain.
I'm just going to take this off, okay? You all right? I think that Penthrox is certainly doing something, isn't it?
It does.
She says,
Hurts, she says laughing.
She says, "Does it hurt?" And cracks out laughing. I said, "Well, it must be working a bit." Because I've had breaks, nothing like that, and I were in agony. So.
Look at that.
That's a beauty, that.
That's gone funny.
Yeah, you don't mess with
Do you
that.
want it? It's
Come on.
It's gone on this. Gosh, look at the size of that.
Now then, nice and still for me. Sharp scratch. There we go. Well done.
What would I do with this then, like?
We're going to make that better.
How do you do that?
We give you the injection into the back of your hand that makes your arm really nice and numb. And then we pull on it to get it into a better position.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a chat to the bone doctors, because they'll want to see you as well. All right. Raised, that's fine. Doesn't matter if it's longer.
Okay.
She needs to be on the trolley, she needs to be on monitoring anyway. All of that will take time.
They're long now, they can have it done, they can go home.
Can't I have a drink?
After you've had this done.
God.
If the team is unable to reset Jennifer's badly broken wrist, she'll need to be taken straight to surgery.
I don't think there's holding.
Things are reaching boiling point in Casualty.
I know today that the Trust are giving away free ice cream.
Don't give them all though.
It's ice creams all round.
A selection of 50 lollies for the A&E. They want a selection of all different kinds of ice lollies.
In radiology, 11-year-old Alana is waiting to have an X-ray to to see if she's broken her arm at school.
I was on like a log and I slipped off of it and I landed on my arm and I broke it.
Were you with your friends then?
No.
Break time.
Yeah, I wasn't with my friends then though.
They'll have to wait for the X-ray results, but Alana's confident she'll be going home.
Yeah, I want my tea cooking and I want some chocolate when I get home. And a cup of tea. They told us that they looked at the X-ray and they said that my arm's looking good, but the what's it called again?
Well, the doctor's going to come down and have a look at it.
It's going to come and have a look.
If it needs surgery or not, but it does look in a good position.
Yeah.
Paramedic did well putting it back into place. Isn't that? We got to come back on Friday, aren't you, to finish your pot off?
Yeah.
Just to check it's not swelling or anything like that, and then she can have the full pot done, because that's just temporary one.
They say I can pick a colour. I want to pick pink, so I'm going to have a pink one.
Nurse Ellie brings good news from orthopaedics.
Okay.
The orthopaedic doctors, the bone doctors, have been down to see her already. They've seen her X-ray. They're happy for you to go home. I popped a sling on. The idea of the sling is just to keep your arm in that nice position. And when you're at home, pop your arm on some pillows, okay?
Alana returned for her pink plaster cast, and her arm is on the mend. In radiology, Teresa is having a CT scan to check for signs of a stroke. She's taken back to cubicle 9 to wait with her husband David. Stroke nurse Pauline comes to assess her.
I've looked at your CT scan, I can't see anything untoward. So I just need to get a clear picture basically of what's been going on and how long this has been going on, right?
I remember being at Slimming World, but that's it.
When you're saying you can't remember,
Just can't remember.
Yeah, she's got memory problems to start with.
I had a cardiac arrest.
In 2012.
and since then, has she been...
Yeah, she was starved of oxygen.
Right,
So she's had memory problems. And the tighter she gets, the more confused she gets.
So you've been having these memory problems has been long-standing since 2012?
Mainly when I get tired, but...
and mainly when you get tired?
I don't normally forget so much. It's normally quite good what I remember, but I can't remember this morning much.
Yeah.
But what was I saying just now?
You can't remember all the time.
I can't remember now.
You're not as bad as that.
No, I'm not this bad.
Nurse Pauline updates Dr. Buxton.
There's lots of different things I think that's going off, and she probably will need an MRI.
That's my concern, that she's having fluctuant episodes where she has complete lucidity in between. And for her to have a process that was causing memory loss, confusion, that was transient, that got better with a rest at night, seems unusual.
I think it's very unlikely that it's stroke related.
Okay, well, that's been really useful, thank you. I'm grateful for your second
she'll need an
opinion.
MRI.
Okay. Did everything that we've been chatting about make any sense to you at all? No, perhaps not. So, we've got some concerns about your memory and about your confusion. And what we want to do is admit you for a bit of time so that we can work to get to the bottom of what all these symptoms are being caused by. Okay?
Don't keep me for so long.
I won't keep you for long, I promise. We'll do our very best. We don't think this has been a big stroke. It's something maybe going on in the brain that's causing you to have these acute episodes of confusion.
I could sleep on a washing line. But yeah, I just need some sleep. I'd sooner be going home and going to bed so I could sleep properly.
It could be a couple of days actually.
But I know there's something going wrong and it needs sorting out. It's just one of them things. But there'll be a lot of people in here a lot worse off than me, so...
Teresa stayed overnight when it was discovered her symptoms were caused by her pre-existing heart issues. She's now home and her treatment is ongoing. Back in the hub, the team is struggling with the heat.
Just lollies.
And Nurse Jason has just the thing to cool everyone down.
I've been studying that. One? No.
Fine, okay.
Well, I'm going to have one, she's awesome. She's what I've got.
Thank you very much.
But even the ice-cold refreshments can't take the edge off the heat in the department today.
I am so hot, I'm literally, if you see it from my back. You know when you wear these light blue, that's the only thing you can see sweat. It just seems to get warmer, doesn't it, as the day goes on today? It's got really warm.
Oh gosh, I'm like Marilyn Monroe, aren't I?
In recess, Jennifer is being prepared to have her broken wrist reset back into place.
Want your puffer?
There's no dinner, I don't think.
She's been fitted with a tourniquet to prevent the anaesthetic travelling to her heart and causing damage. She'll be carefully monitored throughout.
Yeah, find out. Is everybody happy? Yeah, happy? Yeah.
Ow.
I've not done anything yet, my lovely. It's just going to go tight on your arm now.
Yeah.
Jennifer's son Darren is here for moral support.
Okay.
We're going to inject some of that local anaesthetic into the back of your hand, okay?
Yeah.
Might feel a bit cold, might feel a bit hot, might feel a bit tingly.
Yeah.
If you start feeling funny in yourself, just tell us, all right?
All right then, love, you ready? It's stinging as it goes in.
It'll go numb in a minute. Sorry. Right, we can relax your arm down for a minute.
Okay.
Helen, you don't need me for like a minute, do you?
Well,
not for a minute. Grand. Are you ready? Lovely. We're going to do some pulling, okay? It'll feel weird, but it shouldn't feel painful, okay?
Okay.
Have a little test. Might feel some pulling, okay?
Oh, just do what you want.
You okay?
Yeah.
Keep talking to
They're
me.
not bad.
No, they're not bad. Are they? It's a good job they know what they're doing, isn't it?
Where were you going today?
I was just going to do a bit of shopping and then go for some dinner.
Aww.
And I just went flying.
Just want to make sure we've got this in the best position we can get, all right?
Yeah. Do whatever you want.
I think let's get this potted. It's much better than it was, isn't it?
Yeah.
The team quickly puts a cast onto Jennifer's wrist to help secure the bones in place.
I've just got a thumb at the moment.
Oh, fine. Just for next time, I don't know what.
You're doing really well, Jennifer. Do you want me to do something else?
Like shoes, what?
How's it feeling?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you've got.
I'm pulling it still.
I can't move it. Can I have a drink when all this is done with? Oh, I'm going for
of course you
something.
can.
Is it hot?
We can get you a cup of tea or something.
I'm parched.
Oh, bless you. I'm going to give the bone doctors a call, the orthopaedic team, and they'll come and have a chat to you.
Yeah.
They'll run you through all of the options. All right. We'll just get a repeat x-ray just to see what it looks like now. So long as that's not too bad, we'll get you a cup of tea or whatever else you want to drink. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gagged.
No.
I haven't had a drink yet.
If the x-ray shows that Jennifer's wrist is back in position, she might be able to go home. If not, she'll be taken straight to theatre. The next patient being rushed in by ambulance is a 72-year-old man who's fallen in the night. John was lying on the floor for 6 hours before he was found. Consultant Dr. Barath Reddy immediately comes to assess him.
Hello there.
Okay,
John.
You all right?
Hi, my name is Bharat. I'm one of the doctors here. I'm just going to have a quick look at you, sir, if that's all right. So what happened?
Well, basically, I got out of bed for a pee, and I fell over, and I couldn't get back up.
Okay.
Because my legs are really weak. And I laid alongside of the bed all night on the floor, shouting to my wife, who couldn't hear me.
When elderly people do come in with falls, it's always important for us to consider lots of things as to why that fall has happened and what has happened before and after. So yeah, it is concerning that he's been left there for 6 hours. I'm just going to have a little look, sir. Any pain in your chest?
No.
Any pain in your head or neck?
Only ache. Ah!
Okay.
Over here.
Right. Let's have a little look, sir. Is it uncomfortable there?
Sorry?
Is that painful there?
Over there, yeah. Not there. Oh, there. I've had a couple of falls outside and all this weekend.
Oh, okay. What have you been doing while... How did you get...
Well, I just tripped up.
Okay. Just relax now. You can relax now. Okay. So we need to do a few things, I think. One is get a picture of your chest to see what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Any questions?
No.
See you in a bit again.
Okay.
All right.
John is taken straight to X-ray to see if there's been any damage to his chest. Sister Rachel is leading the team through the first heat wave of the year.
We've had challenges on the number of patients that have arrived. The other challenge we've had today has been keeping the flow moving in departments, so we've got room to see all these patients that attend. What has made everything a lot more challenging is the heat in the department. We're in the middle of a heat wave at the moment. The department's very hot, everyone's hot, sweaty and bothered, and it's not very pleasant to work in when you're feeling that hot and bothered.
Hello again.
Hello.
Got a nice plaster on this time.
In radiology, Jennifer is having another X-ray to see if her broken wrist is now in a better position. She's taken back to a cubicle to wait for the results.
It looks better now from what they've done. The thing is, it's not very clear at the moment if she will need surgery for this lump. Sometimes they operate on it, sometimes they leave it and let it heal by itself. What we think is we've got a trauma meeting tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so all the orthopedic senior surgeons, especially the arm specialists, they're going to review her case, her images, the position now, and discuss the case and then decide if they want a surgery and then if they want it, when that's going to be.
So I would rather could naturally heal. That would be better. But when it hands at doctors, it's what they think's best. So we've just got to go what they say, really.
Have the doctor seen you yet? Lovely. Fine. And they're letting you go home and they're going to ring you with the plan, is that right?
Doctors decided to let Jennifer's arm heal naturally. She's been back to the hospital and has now had her cast removed. In cubicle 16, John is waiting for the results of his chest X-ray.
I've fallen down after getting out of bed for a week. I laid on the floor all night.
Dr. Reddy is looking after him and has the results.
Yeah, that looks okay. Chest X-ray looks normal. There is no broken bones, broken ribs. There's no pneumothorax, which we are looking for. Yeah, so that looks pretty normal X-ray.
It's good news for John. But his history of regular falls means specialist physiotherapist Elizabeth and occupational therapist Katie need to see if he's safe to go home.
There's some gloves in here. Hiya, John. I didn't expect you to be sat up like that.
It's all about prevention. I think most of the times we try to assess the patient and decide which is the best course of action. We got our urgent care team, and we got our frailty team, and we got our physios and OTs that actually look into a bit more detail than what I do medically at the front door.
So what about you walking normally, John? Do you use anything?
I walk all right.
Do you hold on to anything? Do you have a walking stick?
I've got a walking stick now, yeah.
And is that for indoors or just outside?
Outdoors, only when necessary.
Okay.
Like when I go
so not all the
When
time?
I go to Wetherspoons one night during the week with my mate,
Okay.
I use a walking stick then. The walking stick gets me up the steps now.
Gets you up the steps at Wetherspoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't be bad.
Whatever helps. So, so we've been told you've had 3 falls in the last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
Two
had any
outside.
other? 2 outside. Have you had any other falls as well as these 3 in the last 12 months?
No.
So this has come out of the blue.
Yeah.
You're not a regular faller. It's
No.
okay. So we need to find out what's
It's
not.
quite frightening actually.
Mm.
As soon as you start to go, you can't do nothing about it. You bang and you're there. You know what I mean?
And you didn't feel injured. You didn't have any pain
Oh yeah, I
after
had
those 2.
like injuries.
Just sort of bumps and grazes.
Yeah.
Is that?
No broken bones. I had a hell of a lot going on, to be quite honest. But I don't let it get me down. I don't let it stop me.
Do you struggle with your hearing?
Yeah, I've chose to wear deaf ears, but I haven't been wearing them because you knock them off with a mask.
Are you meant to have 2?
Yeah, and they're 80 quid a piece when you lose them.
Are they at home in your drawer, tucked
Yeah,
away?
they're at home, yeah.
And what's your memory like, John?
Terrific.
It's horrific or terrific?
Terrific.
Terrific.
I can remember things from when I was a little boy when I was...
Okay.
But more recent times, I tend to forget things.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate any help I can get.
In regards to what kind of help?
Well, in terms of my physical well-being, like the things we've talked about today.
I think the main concern for us is probably the sudden change in the amount of falls he's had, because that makes us think there's something more going on than just a change in his mobility or how he's functioning.
Yeah. Yeah, and there seems to be medical issues going on in the background that he's not necessarily concerned about but could be contributing towards his deterioration at the moment.
Concerned about John's underlying health conditions, the team admit him for further investigation. He stayed in hospital for 17 days before going home.
You'll get these.
It's been a tough shift, but the team has pulled together despite the intense heat.
I'll have 7 then.
I think it's rewarding that we've come to the end of the day and we've still got flow in department. We haven't got patients waiting a long time for the beds. We're getting them up onto the ward in a timely manner. So that's the reward. It's just just see how the night goes. Hopefully it cools down.
Vicky! I've never been so happy to see you.
Our blessing is that we have such a good team that supports each other. That's what gets us through it, that we have that good teamwork to help us deal with the busy shifts and have each other's back.
For today, it's the end of Sister Rachel's shift and time for her to clock off and cool down. But the doors of Barnsley Casualty stay open, come rain or shine. Next time on Casualty 24/7.
Sometimes with this kind of collapse in the fast heart rate and things, it can be because of a blood clot in your lung.
Just swab him, scan him, CDU.
Trainee coming through.
Feels like it's about there.
Bit of space, man.
And that's New Casualty 24/7 next Monday at 9. On Wednesday at 9, we head behind the bars of a prison within a prison, home to some of the most dangerous inmates, HMP Full Sutton in brand new Evil Behind Bars. Next tonight, motorcyclist Danny's rushed into the emergency department following a high-speed road traffic accident. His injuries are devastating. In 999, critical condition.